What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the East Delaware Knights Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today, we have a massive episode because we finally get to see some of these five-star recruits come on campus and watch the team. So we need to blow out our rival Maryland, which at this point we are miles away from where Maryland is at. So we should be able to have no trouble with that. But then the second game of the doubleheader is on the road, I think against Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's who the game is. So we should be able to beat them. It should be a fairly easy episode today, but I say that and then we have struggles against both teams, which is always possible. But I do like the way the team is playing. Bryce Saylor has been a great quarterback for us. The run game has been fantastic. The receivers are great. The defense has been good. I like this team. I think this team can compete. We just got to impress the recruits so that we can keep being good later in the future. So let's see if that happens. If you go to enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the Juice Club. Let's get into it. Play this home game against Maryland, a rivalry game. Recruits are on campus. We got to impress. So here we are, and the reason we are playing Maryland is because they're a rival. We really have like outkicked our coverage with that. We've pretty much done should be done playing Maryland if we weren't a rival with them. But if we go to week number 9, we have Alex Lyle, five-star right tackle on campus. This is a big one because he's on campus next week for Iowa, so we have to have a good visit for him. We have to. We also have Henry Torrance, who's a defensive tackle, number 5 in the country, five-star. Tulane passed us with a visit they had last episode in week 8, but we can repass them with a big visit this week. We also have Avery Wick, who is a right guard, four-star right guard, week number 9. It is a big week. Week 13 and week 12 are also big weeks, but week number 9 is a huge, huge week. I am excited. I am nervous. I need to win these games. We have lost out on our Heisman opportunity. We don't have, what's his face, our running back anymore in the Heisman contending, Jordan Davidson. But I mean, Bryce Taylor's been fantastic this year. 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 picks. I've asked him to do just enough, and he's done just enough. He's been very, very good. So let's get into this game. I don't want to waste more time. I want to win this game big. I want to kill the Terrapins, and I want to destroy their hopes and dreams since it is a rivalry game. And you know what? I'm pretty sure when I took a look at the schedule, this is a night game. That's a kind of insanely good uniform. Oh my god, this is kind of crazy. I don't remember them ever wearing this. Did they wear this year? That's kind of crazy uniform. I like that a lot, actually. I wish they had... Didn't they used to have, like, a uniform that had, like, the Maryland flag on it? I feel like that used to be a thing. But this is a sick uniform. Oh, my God. Look at the colors. That's crazy. I like that a lot. We're going to wear our black uniforms because it's a night game. And we'll probably wear the black uniforms again. Maybe not. I don't know. I was going to say against Iowa State because I think that's also a night game. But maybe since we don't want to wear them back-to-back weeks. But that's a sick uniform for Maryland. Now, the difference is we are 91s across the board overall offense, defense. They're 74 overall. So we should easily win this game, and I expect nothing less. At home in Dover, Delaware, under the lights to play our rivals, the Maryland Terrapins. Let's see if we can do this. I love these uniforms. These uniforms even look good on the field. Sometimes that doesn't happen where they look good in the loading screen, like in the menu, choosing them, but they don't look as good on the field. These ones look pretty good on the field. Although I'm not a big fan of the highlighter pink Big 12 logo. That's a little bit weird. I think it clashes a little bit, but the rest of the uniform, I like a lot. These are kind of sick. I don't remember them ever wearing these in the season this year, in real life. Maybe I didn't watch, to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of Maryland games, so I guess that's one way I would have missed them, but I don't remember seeing. I mean, I feel like I would have seen these on Twitter. I don't remember seeing them at all. Maybe they're new for this upcoming season. I'm not sure. They're kind of crazy though. They kind of go a little hard. I like them. But anyway, we got to stop just fawning over the Maryland uniforms. We got to focus on beating them into the dirt. That's got to be incomplete. Thank you. No pass interference either. Good job, Spencer Casey. And it's a quick 3-and-out for the Terrapins, and they will send it to the Delaware Knights. Bryce Saylor's been a really, really good quarterback for us. You just gotta imagine. I don't want to do this because it's very unnecessary, but you gotta imagine how good Theo Graves would be in this offense. But I gotta stop thinking like that. He's not here and he's never coming here. So I gotta stop thinking about him. I feel like I'm a jealous or spurned lover. I had one. He was like talking to me. We were kind of like in a little relationship kind of thing. We were texting, and all of a sudden he chooses a different person, different man, and now I'm a spurned lover, a scorned lover. I can't get over him, but I can't help it. He's so good. He's the best quarterback prospect I've ever seen in both College World 25 and 26. I mean, we thought that the guy from Ohio Dynasty. Why am I blanking on his name right now? What was his name? The guy that I had in Ohio Dynasty, that quarterback. What was his name? Oh God, I forget. He was really good, but he was really just like really fast. He wasn't like a good, an amazing thrower of the football as well. Look at Bryce. Look at Bryce Saylor, baby. He was more of just like a really, really crazy athlete, and he could throw the ball a little bit. But Theo Graves was a mix of it all. Look at the white boy get a little bit of motion right there. I love that we've turned Tanner Applewhite into just a running quarterback when he's not a running quarterback at all. He's not. He's got like 70 something speed. He's not fast, but we've just turned him into a rushing quarterback. I'm totally fine with that. It's funny, and we lead 7-0. I'm assuming you're not going to see much of the second half of this game because we should just kill them. That is the theory. That is the goal. That is what should happen. And probably what will happen, although I've been wrong before. I've thought that we were going to kill a team, and we've played down to the competition and let them stay in it for way longer than they should have, but I don't see that happening with this one. I mean, if they get 5 yards of carry, then they will stay in this game. But I want to see some pressure from Vince Murphy. I want to see it from Wayne Bostic, from Jordan Crawford. Is it a screen pass? It is a screen pass, and they've actually got somebody out there, and it's going to be a first down, so no 3 and out for the defense. They actually called a fairly effective screen. There's the snap. He's got time. He finds his man, but it's incomplete. Spencer Casey, man, he's getting his hands in there. That's the second pass breakup that he's had today. He's pretty active with his hands. Oh, look at the rush. Look at the rush. What a rush from Forrest Tatum. And I think Jordan Crawford probably helped clean it up, but it was mainly Forrest Tatum who affected that one and brought him down. They're going to go for another screen pass. We're out on this one, and it's going to be kind of. Yes, okay. I was going to say there's no way he's going to get a first down on this. It still got him some yards, but they will, in the end, punt it back to the Delaware Knights. Dion Buck back to return. Is he going to have some room? Kind of. He got a couple of yards. I'll take that. Now from the 36, do we try to hit an all-go? That seems like a little bit aggressive. Probably don't need to hit an all-go. Applewhite is in the game. And that's kind of open. And he's gonna drop it. He got hit really hard. I can't blame him too much on that one. I was hoping the ball wouldn't be thrown so hard, but it kind of was. It would have been a huge catch if he would have held on. Okay, the screen doesn't really work. Gets us 2 yards. And what could have been a promising drive is kind of gone by the wayside right now. I don't think I can make this. No, I can't. I should have thrown it to circle. I thought maybe there was a chance I could get around the corner there, but I really just should have thrown it. That is open, and that is a first down. We will stay alive. Marquise Springs, big catch. Jordan Davidson will come in. Maybe he can do some damage on the ground. He is a Heisman contender, at least he was. He gets a big rush, 2 for 27 now as we end the first quarter. We lead 7-0. We are trying to dominate. Let's go with a flood halfback swing. I kind of like Jason Dobbins here. And I think Jason Dobbins likes me too. That's not a great throw, but it's going to work. If that would have been in stride, it would have been a touchdown most likely. But Saylor delivered it. It's about as good as he could on the run. Handoff Davidson. Great blocking. Touchdown, East Delaware. Jordan Davidson, completely untouched. Completely untouched. Like the Virgin Mary. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. We will send this ball back to Maryland for their next drive. Come on, defense. Let's keep putting the pressure on him. We finally showed that we can get the sack on the quarterback. Let's do it again. They're going to hand off to the running back. We didn't shut it down as much as I wanted to. I feel like I was in on him, but then he just like never tackled him. I dove at his legs, but then he just kind of kept running. I don't know. We kind of like showed that we stopped him, but then we technically didn't. Drop by the tight end. That would have been an easy first down. Now, Zach Lane, the quarterback, did get taken down by Vince Murphy, but that should have been caught still. Big missed opportunity by the tight end there. And that's a big tackle. And Spencer Casey with the tackle of a lifetime. Wow. Spencer Casey's been huge in this game. He's got 2 pass breakups, and now he saved a first down by turning the receiver away from the first down. My God. Spencer Casey's that dude. Return Deion Buck. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Nothing too crazy. Let's go with a Y stick. And maybe we can get out in space here. No, we cannot, but we have an open man. It's Jeff Overton. He's got speed, and Jeff Overton can outrun everybody. Jeff Overton, this is why we got him in the portal, because he's got 97 speed, I'm pretty sure. And all he needs is one little bit of space, and he turns on the gas. Wow, Jeff Overton, my guy. I mean, he wasn't even my first read, but I threw it to him because he was the most open, and then he just has enough speed to turn the corner, get away from everybody, and nobody's catching him. That's crazy. Huge play from Overton. That's why you bring a guy like that into the portal. And it's one play, 71 yards, and we have a 21-0 lead over Maryland. Yeah, I don't know how much of the second half you're going to see. You might see maybe the first drive of the third quarter, depending on how the score ends by halftime. But it's not looking like you're going to see much of the rest of the game, because we are killing them, and you don't really need to see me just run the ball 17 times. That's a big stop on first down. They gain 2. John Pilgrim's kind of a funny name. I like that. John Pilgrim. That sounds like a name that you would make up in like history class for somebody like you're not really too sure about any of the specific famous pilgrims that came to the United States back in the day. So you just like, the teacher asks you like, who's one of the famous pilgrims? Name a John Pilgrim is who you would give. That sounds like a name that you would give. I hate broken tackles. I really do. If I could remove one thing from existence, it would be broken tackles. Except for when I'm on offense. Only my guys getting broken, what I would remove. I would enhance it for my own team on offense, so I never get tackled. Vernon Woollyhan with the sack of the quarterback, and it's 3rd and 12. They were looking promising there until that sack. But that's what Vernon Woollyhan does. He's inevitable. 3rd and 12. He's going to find his man, and it's going to be Jeremiah Wolf shutting it down. Jeremiah Wolf's not getting a broken tackle, that's for sure. They will punt it back to us again. Have they even gotten past midfield? I don't think they have. I don't think they have. Do we trust a little motion shock here? I mean, Deion Buck's got the speed. Do we trust a little fade? Fade routes used to be legit in Madden or in College Football 25. They're not so much in this game, but Jason Dobbins, big play. I mean, the fade route used to be unbelievable in College Football 25. That was the go-to route. I'm going to scramble here. I liked a couple options there. I did. but I just didn't feel comfortable throwing them, so I decided to just take off and run. And I thought I had more space. And to be fair, I probably did, but this game sucks, so I technically didn't have any room. And now I don't have any room. What do I do here? Do I just throw it away? I mean, I was really debating whether or not to throw that to X or not. I really wanted to, but I was like, nah, that's irresponsible. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not trying to lose this game by throwing picks and hurting Sailor's stat line. There's Jordan Davidson. We're going to get the first down anyway. Oh, he juked out 3 people or 2 people. Well, technically juked out 3 because he juked out his own guy as well. Jordan Davidson. He's got Heisman sidestep, so I guess that makes sense, but that was crazy. That was an electric juke move. An absolutely electric juke. We're going to call the hurry up, go fake toss tight end wheel, send Dobbins deep down the field. We got Deion Buck going the same thing. Fake the toss, throw it quickly, back of the end zone, touchdown, Jason Dobbins. East Delaware has a 4-touchdown lead. They're going to review it, but this is a touchdown. Look at the outstretched arms. He gets the toe drag, little toe drag swag. Jason Dobbins touchdown. That's how you do that. That is how you do that. It wasn't a great ball. It's a little wobbly. But Bryce Sailor doesn't throw the greatest of balls, and that is a touchdown confirmed. We will go up 28-0 on Maryland. Yeah, at this point, you'll probably only see the first drive of the third quarter from us, because I think we get the ball. So you'll see that. We'll hopefully go down and score. It'll be 35-0 at that point. And then we'll see at the end of the game is probably how it'll go. Because you don't need to see me just run the ball the rest of the time. Because Bryce Sailor we've done really well with today. We put up some good numbers. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Spencer Casey couldn't wrap him up. That was a little bit too many yards on that, I will admit. Just a wee bit amount of yards. That's got to be picked. Williams, you got to jump that a little bit better. If you're going to make that move, you got to actually commit to it. You can't just halfway go in on it. You got to commit all the way on that move. That's an interception. Oh, I missed the sack on Force Tatum. It was like, kind of like a tight end screen, I think, or a little wide receiver screen. 3rd and 10. I mean, there's a chance if we stop them here, they punt it back to us again. We could score 35-0 before the half is over. Oh, but they're not going to get it. They're going to get the first down, and they're going to get a little bit more. What a throw. I mean, he threw that into like 4 people. That was a really good throw from the quarterback. The shutout might be gone because they're actually looking pretty promising here. Second timeout called by Maryland. That's a brutal 3rd down conversion there. That sucks. Really does suck because we had him dead to rights, but it was a really good throw. Hand out to the running back, blown up by Jordan Crawford, 3rd and 2. They're not going to use a timeout here. What do they do? What do they do? I mean, I would assume they kick the field goal if they don't get this, so they at least get points on the board. And avoid the shutout, but it's going to not matter because they get a first down regardless. Our defense is starting to get a little bit careless here. We're letting them do things that they haven't done before. Vince Murphy sacks the quarterback. Timeout called. Vince Murphy is him. One more sack, and that's probably the half. We'll see if we can get it. Almost. He's going to throw that out of the back of the end zone through the uprights. Good thing they didn't give him 3 points for that. That would be kind of crazy if they gave you like a point or something because you threw it through the end or through the uprights. He saves himself and they will kick the field goal. Man, he was playing safe. I was hoping we could sack him and then they wouldn't be able to get back to the line, but they will somehow squeeze 3 points out of this drive. It's annoying. It's frustrating. So our shutout's gone. The shutout is gone. That's annoying. It's that stupid 3rd down up the seam that he threw. Just a crazy good throw. I mean, there's not much really you can do about that. It was just an insanely good throw. And I think we just chuck this up and see if we can get anything. We got one-on-one J. Caden Ferguson down the field. J. Caden Ferguson off his hands, and we will go to the half 28-3. Nobody's ever blown a 28-3 lead. That is for sure. It's the safest score line in football. So we will get the ball to start the second half. We'll go down. We'll score. It'll be 35-3, and then I'll probably skip to the end of the game because at that point I'll just be running the ball most likely. And speaking of running the ball, I will start this drive with a run. Jeff Overton's been electric today, at least through the passing game. Can he be electric on the ground? He might be able to. Jeff Overton! No! I needed Marquise Springs to be a little bit faster. If he blocks him there, it's a touchdown. Well, at least it's maybe not a touchdown, but it's definitely 30 more yards, for sure. That's a little annoying. And speaking of annoying, Davidson goes down for a loss of 4. That guy was unblocked. Jamie Aviles is his name. Let's go underneath. That's going to be Jason Dobbins. He catches it, gets most of that yardage back. I mean, Bryce Saylor's been real good today. Bryce Saylor has been real good today. I think I got that natural pick play. Dion Buck, juke move. Broke one ankle, but didn't break all of them. Or one set of ankles, I should say. Ooh, they're going to bring the press on Jason Dobbins here. They didn't look like they were going to. We'll just find Dion Buck again. Just go right back to the well. Go right back to the well. And Dobbins is going to be impressed again. This time Buck's the one running the slant. The safety does go over to help. I think R1's just wide open. Overton catches on the run, and he's got a big play to the 21-yard line. You got to cover that a little bit better. Got to cover that a little bit better than you did there, big dog. Well, motion. Hand it to Davidson. Try to get out of the way. Jordan Davidson. Garrison Spanspawn is hurt. I hate myself. I should have... There was an easy path, and I didn't take it. I tried to go outside for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Oh, look at this room for Bryce Saylor. Make a man miss, Bryce. He did! Touchdown, East Delaware. What a way to end the highlights. Bryce Saylor juking out a man, and he's got himself a tutty. 34-3. I mean, that was insane. Look at Bryce. This is what we brought him in for. Look at this, man. He ended his career. You got to retire after that, dog. You got to retire. Talk about goated with the sauce. It is the main man himself. Bryce Saylor. Do we have a cool nickname for him? Does anything rhyme with Bryce that would work? Let's go up a little bit like that. Huge play, huge play. And we will go up 35-3. And that, my friends, is all you will see of this game. I will see you at the end of it because it's only going to get uglier from here. And you don't need to see me just running the ball all the time. So I'll see you at the end. That is the game, 56-10. Yes, Maryland did get a touchdown during the game, but hey, you know what? We killed them. We actually were only going to win by what, like 48 to 10, but then I actually got a fumble recovery on the kickoff when I kicked it back to Maryland, and Jeff Overton is the one who recovered it. So that put us up 56-10. It was pretty crazy. I wasn't even trying. It kind of went for a big hit stick, and it worked out that way. So we get a huge win. That obviously is the blowout that we needed. And we get a level up for Addison Arrington, which is huge. Let's see how big of a visit week that was. That's a huge blowout. We had complimentaries, I think, with a couple of guys. We do get a commitment. It is Henry Torrance, the 5-star defensive tackle. And we get somebody else. Oh, it's the 4-star guard, Avery Wick. Okay, 2 guys commit. Dalvin McNabb chose Clemson, which is kind of annoying, actually. But 2 commits, the first 2 commits of the year, huge. We've dropped from number 1 to number 3. That's a little disrespectful. That is a little disrespectful. But we have a huge commitment. We passed Tulane. Henry Torrance really liked the visit. We got a plus 75% for the blowout. I mean, that was huge. Absolutely huge for him. We also get, we lose out on Dalvin McNabb, annoying. He chose Clemson because he was on campus that week. And then we get Avery Wick, who is a 4-star right guard. We don't send offensive linemen to the league very much. Oh, that's right. He even committed. I accidentally pressed the wrong visit, like what we were going to send him to do. I accidentally pressed a 10 lecture, which is academic prestige. He didn't like that, but I didn't even mean to press it. Thankfully, it didn't end up hurting us, and he still commits to us. We are still in position for Rico Dickey and for Gil Joseph, but that one's a little bit sketchy because Wisconsin's got him on week 12. We'll see what happens there. Alex Lyle was also on campus, but did not commit. He liked everything that we gave him. Plus he had the complimentary with Avery Wick, but I mean, that's a decent amount of influence, but now he's on campus for Iowa. We'll see how that one goes. Rich Snelling is pretty much just going to commit. I mean, Michigan's now in on him. I can't really waste one of these 2 weeks. You know what? I'll get him on a week 11 bye week. Why not? We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. I could probably even switch to a hard sell, or a hard sell at this point. We'll switch to the hard sell. We know 2 out of the 3 that he likes, and those are going to be probably house call. And it is house call. Okay. So we'll switch to that for Rich Snelling. Ugh. Oh, George actually... Did they not have him on a visit already? I could have sworn they had him on a visit. Maybe they didn't. I don't know, but this is a hard one. Niles Gums, I don't know about. Mike Powell, we need to get him on campus at some point. He just doesn't get any complimentaries on either one of these, but I think I have to get him at some point on campus because USC is making a big push. Let's do a week 12. Even though it's not a complimentary, we got to try. Got to try to get him in. David Terzilli, we cannot get him on anything. He's got a week 13, I would assume. Yeah, he's got a week 13 already. That's a little bit brutal. Isaiah Horan, we already have him on campus. We're doing about as good as we can on him. Barry Dickerson, doing about as good as we can. Kenyon Willingham. I can now switch to a full hard sell since we have those hours now available. So we will do that. It is an A+, an A+, and a B+. That's about as good as you can do for a guy like that. Ezekiel Aquara, we've been passed on by Michigan State, but he didn't commit after the week 9 visit. So there is a chance we can still get Ezekiel Aquara. The kicker we're just going to get Stephon Beatty, we've jumped into the lead for, and I can actually boost up the wide receiver on the bye week if we give him a complimentary with him. So we'll see if that works out. I don't usually schedule for bye weeks, obviously, but I'm going to keep scheduling for bye weeks if it gives us complimentary visits. And it helps us get the wide receiver a little bit more. Garrett Barnes, we're looking good on now. We've jumped in the lead for him. Lee Oluokun, we've done good on. John Gums, I've only got 5 hours in. So I will upgrade that to about 25. See if that works. We got a couple of 4-star tackles in here. A lot of these guys are making some big-time pushes. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in on them. I will put 10 hours on Tim Toll. That's a kind of cool name. And then I'll put 10 hours on Neil Nestrowitz? Whatever his name is. All right, so we get 2 commitments, and we're still looking good for a few other guys. We'll see how that plays out. But now we've got ourselves another big game, this time against Iowa State. Are we in the Heisman watch with anybody? Jeff Overton has jumped all the way up to number 2. He wasn't in it before this past game. So the game that he had jumped him all the way to 2nd. Okay, very interesting. We'll see if we can win it with him. How are the stats looking for Bryce Saylor? He should have a pretty good game. He's up to 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Bryce Saylor has a chance to be one of our best passing quarterbacks in history because we haven't really had a big-time passing quarterback. We had Kenny Garnett. We had, who was just a runner for the most part. We had Lincoln Keenholz, who did a little bit of passing but got hurt for most of his time here. And then we had Cole Welliver and Tanner Applewhite. So I think Bryce Saylor has a good argument of being the best passing quarterback in history, which is a little bit sad. But you know what? Whatever. We're gonna go with it. And now we take on Iowa State on the road. I like these uniforms. That color combination looks pretty good. But don't they have a really cool uniform? I'm pretty sure they do. Do they not? The black looks pretty good, especially with the white logo. The throwback looks a little strange. I don't know if I like that. I'm just going to go with their regular homes, I think. The regular homes are probably what they're going to go with. I kind of like them. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what they're going to go with. We are going to wear the regular ways and hopefully keep dominating. Now we take on Iowa State in Ames, Iowa. First time ever being here in this series. Maybe even in the entire time of me playing college football. I can't remember ever being here. At least not 25 or 26. Darren Banfield is the quarterback for Iowa State this time. 265 yards, 3 touchdowns last game. Pretty solid game. Not as good as what we had with Bryce Saylor. Whatever. Let's see how the defense does. This defensive line is legit. They are extremely efficient rushing the passer. We'll see if Iowa State's defense or offense line can handle it. That could have been bad. Steve Henley saves a huge run on the first play. All right, that would have been bad. That would have been real awkward if we would have bragged about the defensive line and the first play is a one-play touchdown on the ground. Oh, that can't be caught, and it is. It is going to be caught for a first down. Iowa State, okay. Coming out hot. Coming out spicy. First plays of the game. But can they handle the blitz? They certainly can. It's a little comeback route, little curl. Banfield kind of cooking. Let's figure this out. we need to figure this out because this is getting a little sketchy. Hand out to the running back. There we go. That's more like it. Loss of 1 on the play. That's what I'm talking about. Let's continue doing that. Let's do that, not the other stuff. Ooh, Kansas State was today. That is going to be caught. Roderick Hicks brings him down, though. 3rd and 5. Okay, we've got him to a 3rd and 5. Let's hold him here. Force the punt. Let's do the job. Oregon just lost to USC. It's a big top 5 matchup. Oh, top 10 matchup, actually, because Oregon's number 7. First down, Iowa State, unfortunate. That's tough. That's rough. That's brutal. It's all of it. Annoying. A little wide receiver screen, and we bring him down. Okay, that's a loss of 1 on the play. What's going on? I can't even call the celebration. There we go. Come on, defense. 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 Get there. Get there. Get there. Get there. Somebody get there. We will get there. It's Jordan Crawford, the transfer defensive tackle. Hits a little hee-hee. And it's 3rd and 20. This is more like it. It's a screen pass. Blow it up. We do, kind of. Vince Peters. They get 3. 4th and 17. They're going to attempt the field goal. I respect it. You're at your own place, but this is a right-footed kicker on the left hash. This is a harsh angle. This is a harsh angle. He will have it right down the middle. Iowa State's on the board first. Okay. They looked a little scary on that drive, though. I will admit, that was a little bit of a sketchy drive. I'm glad we were able to get that sack, which really kind of ruined the drive for them. But look at Little John Mohammed. Little John with a nice return. Oh, Jeff Overton now in the Heisman voting. Kind of inside. I mean, he had a good game. I didn't think he had a good enough game to jump him into the Heisman voting, let alone be number 2. But I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about it as long as we can have a guy that's respected and thought of highly in the Heisman voting. Iowa State's got a loud crowd. Here is Overton, and he's going to have a nice gain of 9 on the first play. Let's try another run here. This time it's Jordan Davidson. We got a nice little mix of running backs. Davidson's going to have the blocking. Jordan Davidson. Big first down. Probably shouldn't have went with the juke move, but you know what? I did anyway. We'll call our first pass of the day. I'll roll out of the pocket, and I will scramble. Yeah. I was going to find a guy. I probably had a couple options, but scramble felt like the right move. And I ended up getting a bunch of yards, so it'll work out. It all works out in the end. Come on, Davidson. Davidson's open enough. Jordan Davidson, that route is too legit. It's too legit to quit. That's right, I forgot that Purdue got moved to the MAC. That's hilarious. I was wondering why they were playing Buffalo this late in the season. I was like, oh yeah, because they're in the MAC. And I was, at first I thought, oh, maybe Buffalo got moved up to the Big Ten, but I was like, I don't remember ever moving Buffalo up to the Big Ten. But I didn't. It's because Purdue went down to the MAC. Sucks to suck, Purdue. Let's take a scramble. There's a lot of yards here to be gained. Bryce Saylor trying to get in. He's down at the 4. This will most likely be the final play of the first quarter. It'll be a handoff to Davidson, and Davidson will find his way in, and it won't be the final play because Jordan Davidson will punch it in the end zone for a touchdown, and we will take our lead for the first time, 7-3. Our offense looked really good there. The defense for us was a little, I mean, they tightened up at the end there, forced a field goal, but a little sketchy there for most of the drive. This stadium looks really cool with the red and yellow from the Iowa State fans. Just like dotted. It's like a nice little mixture. It's not like just like stripes or something. Everybody's just kind of like mixed in. It looks pretty cool. It's a cool visual. They hand it off to the running back, and he will end the quarter with a gain of 2, maybe? Gain of 1? I didn't see exactly what it was. After 1, it is 7-3. East Delaware leads. I can't believe they knocked us down from 1 to 3 after we killed Maryland. I mean, come on. How do you not just keep us at 1? Unless the number 2 and 3 teams absolutely killed other top-ranked teams, you got to just keep us at 1 there. It's not our fault Maryland sucks. We just have to play who's on our schedule. This is already a big 3rd and 5. Do I smell a 3 and out? I do smell a 3 and out. It's Wayne Bostic with the sack. I thought I was going to miss him for a second. That would have been just my luck to dive, actually make contact with him, but he never actually brings him down. That would have been really annoying, but thankfully we didn't. Bostic brings him down. That's a sack and a 3 and out. I thought I smelled it, and it smelled smelly. Oh, look at Dion Buck. He's going to return one of these one day. I believe. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I do. I believe that he'll get one. Let me fire that to Marquise Springs. He stays in bounds. He lowers the shoulder. Gets to the 15. Good job, Marquise. Overton will come in. There's a world where Overton scores in this play. And, oh, I actually thought it was going to happen there. But Drew Mayer made a really good tackle. It looked like he was going to score. Davidson, that's annoying. I hate all the things about that. That was not only a touchdown, it was a first down too, and I got stopped because I got sucked into a tackle animation by that guy. We do end up getting the first down, and we'll try a little stick play. Stick. See if this works. I like Bryce Saylor scrambling here, and Bryce Saylor will take it to the house. Touchdown, East Delaware. We could have another ugly one on our hands. That is for true. We could have another ugly one on our hands because this Iowa State defense has not really even put up a threat against us. They haven't even tried, really. And with our defense starting to get a little bit hot, forcing punts now, watch out, baby. It could get ugly. It could get ugly here in Ames. Wayne Bostic, another sack. Almost. He just got it out to his receiver. That sucks. Wayne Bostic had another one. He had him primed and ready. I think, will they get the ball to start? I can't remember who started the ball. I think we started on defense, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Another 3rd down and 4 here, though. They tried to get cute with the run, and it didn't work. You can't do this. You can't do this. Oh, it's wide open. They can do it, apparently. That was a good route. That right there, that was a good route, I'll do say. Get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback. Yes, we do. It's Jordan Crawford. That's our third sack of the night. Jordan Crawford sacks him, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We are currently the number 3 seed in the college football playoff. I'd like to be the number 1 seed, but we'll just have to keep winning. And then win the Big 12. That's a Vince Murphy sack. It's 3rd and 19. God, I love Vince Murphy so much, man. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite players. He's so good. I almost wish I had him in South Carolina Dynasty because he's going to get another one right there. Back to back for Vince. Big Vince Murphy. He's just a freshman, too. He's a freshman redshirt, but he's just a freshman. He's going to be unreal when he's ready to go to the draft. Hopefully it's not after next season because he'll be a sophomore redshirt. He'll have eligibility, or he will have the chance to go. I hope it's not. He doesn't take that opportunity. That's a really good punt for return from Buck. That gets us really close to field goal range already without even doing anything with 32 seconds left. Let's roll out of the pocket here and then just take off, I guess. That's the best option. Wasn't really anything there, I don't think. Maybe there was. It's hard to tell in the moment. 26 seconds left. Step up, throw that to Marquise Springs. Call a timeout. What do we go with here, though? Do we go... Let's go all go, but not throw any of the verticals. We're looking at Deion Buck specifically. And that's why, because he just cooks, but it's going to be a penalty that brings us back. Buck scored the touchdown, too. That's why you throw that route, because it's electric. But it's a holding call on the offensive line. Dion Cormier, the true freshman. I think he's a true freshman. The 5-star as well. Oh, that's brutal. All right, we'll run it back and do it again because that's an electric route. He actually doesn't have it this time. So Applewhite's going to have to throw it away. Ah, why, Cormier? You screwed us, man. That's brutal, dude. Absolutely brutal. That was a touchdown easy. And I pretty much knew it was going to be a touchdown, too. That's the worst part. And now we're going to have to settle for 3. Ugh. Dion Cormier, young player just getting called for a brutal penalty that costs us a touchdown. Luckily, Bentley Richmond was able to put it through to end the half, but we go up 17-3, and we will start with the football. That's nice. That is nice. If we can put another touchdown on the board here, probably another 2 touchdowns on the board, then we'll cut to the end of the game, but we'll see how it goes. Little John, nice job there. Let's go back on to the offensive side of things, get the run game started. God, Dion Cormier, I hate that you got called for a holding there. Such a tough play, especially on, I mean, a touchdown too. If we would have got stopped there, then I would have been like, oh, whatever, it's annoying. But the fact that we got the touchdown, frustrating. Actually frustrating. Marquise Springs, big catch, first down. Good job. Diggity dog. Jake Hayden, one-on-one on the right, but I'm not going to go to him. I'm going to hand it off to Davidson. Jordan Davidson. Nice job there. QB blast, maybe. Maybe a little Tanner Applewhite QB blast action. I usually call this when we're at the goal line, but maybe catch him off guard a little bit and get the first down. That's all he's good for at this point. He's not even good at that, but it's become a thing, so I like it. Oh, look at Jordan Davidson. All this space. This is one of the best plays in the playbook. Because Jordan Davidson, 9 times out of 10, is wide open. And he gets tons and tons of yards out of it. Super good play. Handoff, Overton. We haven't really done much with Overton today, which is kind of upsetting because he's in the Heisman voting. He's probably not going to be much longer. But it's just kind of been one of those games where we haven't really needed a lot of offensive plays. Oh. Malachi Katula just came in the best angle possible to blow up that run. That is going to be dropped by Dobbins. Somewhat annoying. I thought at least he'd hold on to it. I'm pretty sure that I called the right play here. I don't think this is a bubble screen. Oh, it is a bubble screen. No, I didn't call that. I could have. Does something happen where when I call a play, it doesn't actually call the play that I called? I know I'm saying call a lot, but I called a slant with the little like whip route on the square button or the square receiver, but apparently that's not what it gave me, which is super strange. And we don't get the touchdown, so it is now, unfortunately, turnover on downs for Iowa State. They will hand it off, and they will get a little bit of breathing room. Man, that's so tough. So tough. I did not call a bubble. You know me. You know me. I would not call a bubble screen, especially not in that situation. I would not call a bubble screen in general, and yet that's the play that call. I did not call that play, and yet that's what it gave me. I don't understand sometimes when that happens. It's almost like I press the button, but it doesn't really care that I press the button and it just gives me a random play. That's kind of what it feels like. And unfortunately, we could not just 3-and-out the Hawkeye, or not the Hawkeyes, the Cyclones. They get themselves a first down. We are under a minute to go in the third quarter, though. We took basically the whole third quarter away, which is pretty good. That's a great route. Really great route. Iowa State's starting to carve us up a little bit on these short little routes. They got a guy named Gooch. Was it Brennan Gooch or Brendan Gooch? I'm not sure, but I know it was Gooch. I know a Gooch when I see it. Get to the quarterback, please. We're not going to, but look how fast Camp Root is. The tackle battle. See, that's another annoying thing about tackling in this game. They give you that chance for a tackle battle, but the button doesn't appear fast enough, and it also could be a me thing because my reaction time is pretty slow, to be fair. So I don't react as quick as I should. And then I have like a half a second to win the tackle battle, and then it's already over, and I've already lost, and they break the tackle. So that's if they're gonna give me the chance to have a battle with to bring him down and press a button, mash a button, at least give me a couple of seconds to get ready to go. My reaction time is pretty slow. That's one of my downfalls. It's one of my big flaws that I have. I don't have a great reaction time when it comes to video games, but I still should have a chance. Missed that. Yes! I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make a catch or not on that. It'll be 4th and 9. Obviously, they got to go for it. I mean, you're down 17-3 in the fourth quarter. It makes sense you got to go for it, but let's try and stop him here. Vince Murphy, I'd love you to get the quarterback. You almost did. It's one-on-one. Just knock it down. And we will. Spencer Casey's a lockdown corner. And we will get the football. It's hard to find any sort of space when you're getting covered by Spencer Casey. He's legit. Jordan Davison with a solid run. We can just keep running for all I care. Take the time down, maybe score a little cheeky touchdown. Hand off. It's Davidson. Get out of my way, big dog. You just kind of stand in my way. People got things to do. Overton will come in. I think it's safe to say that Overton's going to fall probably out of the Heisman voting, but if not out of it, he's going to fall down to like 4 or 5. Which kind of sucks, but he was never supposed to win the Heisman anyway. They just kind of, I don't even know why they put him in the first place. I would like to have somebody get invited to New York, though. I mean, we had Greg Ard last year get invited. He didn't win it, unfortunately, but he did get invited. So it'd be nice to have another guy get invited this year. I think Ferguson's got it. Yep, he does. J. Caden Ferguson, big-time touchdown. That's his first touchdown in a while, actually. Probably since early in the season. It's been a lot of Deion Buck, Jason Dobbins. Other guys have been catching touchdown passes. J. Caden really hasn't got many. But it's now 24-3. Just think about if we would have got the touchdown on the previous drive instead of the holding call. Oh, this game would be over. This game would be over. Big hit stick fumble. Nice hit stick, but no fumble. Maybe a little safety blitz. We don't really call a lot of safety blitzes. Maybe a little safety blitz will catch them off guard here. Or not, and they'll get a big running play. Oh my god, no, don't let him do this. No, it's a one-play touchdown. I hate this game so much, man. I hate this game so much. We had him on the hit stick, dude, and he just bounced off of it like it was nothing. They're going to go for the onside kick. We are going to grab it with Manny Williams and then just go down. All right, 24-10, whatever. Let's hand the ball off and end this game. Jeff Overton. Oh, maybe Jeff Overton's going to have a one-play touchdown. You know what? That's what Heisman Trophy contestants do. One-play touchdown for Overton. That'll help him a little bit. It's still not going to help him too much. I'm a little bit annoyed that I scored so quickly because I wanted to take even more time off the board, but we didn't do that. We did not do such things. Maybe big hit stick? Yes. Yes. The biggest of hit sticks, baby. 2:51 to go in the game. Handoff, no play action. Vince Murphy out there, but he gets it away. Nice tackle. Manny Williams not letting him go anywhere. This one's already over. I mean, it's been over. Even with the touchdown that they scored, it was never going to be a chance for Iowa State, but I would like to end this game on a big play or something. Maybe a little interception, maybe a fumble, something cool like that. Well, that's not going to be cool. That's a first down. I hate when they do that. They went short, and I wasn't prepared for it. Get there, get there. Oh, we almost did. We almost did get their big hit stick, but Wayne Bostic, I felt like he was going to get there, but the quarterback just threw it away right before, as they always do. They always seem to throw it away right before I can get to the quarterback for the sack. I mean, we do have 5 sacks today, so I can't complain too much, but that one felt like an easy one, and he just threw it away, or threw it to him before. Did Spencer Casey just miss that tackle? That sucks. We're under 2 minutes. They're really not showing any sense of urgency at all, which is not surprising from the AI, I guess. He's got a man open, and it's going to be caught out of bounds for a first down. It's Bernard. Oh, it's Bernard Gooch. Okay. I thought it was Brennan. It's Bernard Gooch. That's a crazy name. Maybe he can be in the transfer portal. We can grab him. I'd love to grab the Gooch. That's an incomplete pass. Jeremiah Wolf, I needed a pick there, big dog. You are technically a tight end. I know you might forget that because he's been a safety his whole career, but we did recruit him as an athlete tight end that we switched to safety before he played his first game. So I was hoping he'd be able to catch that. 3rd down and 3. It's 4-down territory. Pretty obvious. So I would like to stop him here for no gain. And they're going to get, not even just no gain, they're going to get a first down. All right, Iowa State, just end the game at this point. We don't need to be doing these short little throws. Can we just end the game here, please? Let's just be done with this. That's a catch. Woollyhan brings him down. Minute 20 to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Down 31-10. They keep doubling Vince Murphy, and the quarterback throws it away. I thought I was going to get a sack on him, but he kind of like shot up the pocket, and he completely took away my angle that I had on him. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Big hit stick, kind of. Maybe not really. Minute to go, minute to go, minute to go. Woollyhan kind of brings him down along with Jeremiah Wolf. Timeout. Really? You're down 31-10 with under a minute to go. Why are you calling timeouts? What could you possibly think you're going to do? Even if you score this touchdown, it's 31-17. Then you got to get the onside kick and score again just to even have a chance in this one. As Wayne Bostic will sack the quarterback, and maybe that will end their hopes. Maybe that will crush their hopes and dreams. Bostic almost had it again. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Thank God. I thought maybe he'd get a hand on that and catch it. 4th and 8. This is their last chance. And it's going to be wide open, end zone, touchdown, because I'm pretty sure I turned into the guy and took him away. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because I was usering Wayne Bostic, and then I tried to do like a rush move, and it switched me onto, I'm pretty sure, the guy that was covering that receiver. So that's super annoying. That's going to go right into the hands of Wormley. And we will win this football game 31-17. Iowa State put up too many points, but a 31-17 victory on the road against a Big 12 team is not bad at all. It's a big win. I'll take it. We will stay undefeated, headed into the final 2 games of the year. We have a bye week next week, so we'll simulate that in this episode as well. But the final 2 games of the year are up next. I think it's Kansas is one of them, and then I don't remember the other one. We don't get any commitments. We do lose out on James Jasmine, but I think he was one guy that I didn't put any hours on. So not bad. I was hoping we get some more commitments, but we don't. Here is the bye week. We got 130 hours. This Rico Dickey one is looking real rough. I'm telling you, man, that F pro potential thing is just killing that. We could have this done already, but it's just killing me. And then the week 12 Gil Joseph visit is scaring me a lot now. Alex Lyle still hasn't committed yet. I can't sell him with 2 Fs. A B plus and 2 Fs is just not going to do anything. So I can't do anything there. Rich Snelling, he comes in this week on the bye week. We got a lot of offensive guys coming in, so we'll see what that does. Niles Gums, I don't think we're going to get. Maybe. If he holds out until week 12, we'll see. Speaking of week 12, Mike Powell is on campus for that game. Week 12, next episode is going to be huge. David Terzilli, he's a good running back, but we cannot schedule him for anything because he's on campus week 13 for Colorado. We do have one more visit we can schedule. I don't know who it's going to be with, but Ezekiel Okora, please hold on, man. Please do not commit after this game or after this week of sim. Please, for the love of God, hold on. Where do I put these 130 hours? I don't even know. I mean, I guess I can go a little bit harder on some of these other guys. I do need to schedule that final visit for the TCU week, but I don't know who I schedule it for. Let's just switch to 50 hours on some of these guys. We can go 50 here. And I probably could go put a full 40 on that guy, but I probably should save some of these hours to schedule a visit. We only have a couple of guys that can even be scheduled. Everybody else is ready to go, and it's just a bunch of running backs and kicker. So maybe we should hold off. Maybe we should put one of these guys. Maybe the 4-star defensive tackle, or maybe this guy. Can he get on campus and have a complimentary? No, he can't have a complimentary. Is there anybody that can have a complimentary visit? Yes, so Neil Nesteritz can have a complimentary on the TCU week. He likes conference prestige. Good thing we are in the... actually, that's not very great because we're in the Big 12, but whatever. We'll schedule it for week 13, see if we can get in on that. And then we have 5 hours remaining, so we can put that on Tim Tull. And that will be recruiting for the bye week. I really hope that Aquara does not commit to Michigan State after we simulate this week. Please, Aquara, please survive. Survive the week. No, he committed to Michigan State. Ah! We also lost out on Nostrosky right after I scheduled a visit for him, so I just wasted 25 hours. I cannot believe Aquara committed. I mean, you're on campus literally this week. Oh, that's brutal. I'll keep him on the board because he's got complimentary visits, so I'll keep him on there, but that is... And Nostrosky locked us out. Of course he did. Right as I scheduled the visit, too. Right as I scheduled the visit. That super sucks. That Aquara. I mean, he wasn't like the greatest player in the world. He had like 89 speed. It's not like amazing or anything, but it is just annoying that he did that. We have 90 hours left. We've pretty much used everything we can. I mean, I could just schedule Kenyon Willingham. He's got 84 speed, though. It's a little bit rough. Oh, Barry Dickerson, we got passed on by Texas because he was on campus there, but we aren't passed on him by that much. So there is a chance we can just jump right back ahead. Isaiah Horan, David Terzilli's getting a little bit sketchy here. We can't get him because he's the one who's got the week 13 to Colorado. Week 12, I mean, week 12 and week 13 are massive games. This is our last chance to win the Niles Gums recruitment. If anything, we can maybe force a recruiting battle. That's about as good as we can. The week 11 bye week doesn't seem to do much, but you know what? It helped us out a little bit, I guess. Alex Lyle's close. Week 13, man. Week 13's huge. Week 12 is huge. Ugh, I don't know, man. This is getting a little crazy. This is getting a little bit crazy. We do still have some guys on the board that we could bring in. Probably not him, though. We do have a pipeline on him, but I don't think it's going to be... it's probably too late in the game to get a guy like that. There is a quarterback, a pocket passer, Tyrese Bland. I don't know if I'm in on a pocket passer, especially if we're going to try to get Stephon Beatty. A 3-star wide receiver, 6'5", 193. All right, even if he's a 3-star, he probably has a little bit of skill. He's probably got decent speed. Is there any like recommended players that we could, or any state players we could get? We do need to bring in some more outside linebackers. We've kind of lost out on all of those guys. So is there anybody here? Everybody's committed. Yeah, it looks like all the 4-stars and 5-stars have committed. So we can maybe bring in some 3-stars. Possibly. I mean, I just need to add some guys to the board, really. It's a lot of Will linebackers. Is there no Sam linebackers left? I guess no, not really. Not really. And then I might need to add another corner to the board. I need to add some more offensive linemen to the board. There's a lot of stuff that I got to add. Although we also have the portal, so we can't forget about that. DeMarco Muhammad, 6'1", 199. He's got no offers, it looks like. Oh, no, is he a JUCO? Yeah, he's a JUCO. Never mind. No, oh, no, he's on JUCO. Never mind. No, the other guy was. I got that mixed up. Manny Boyette is on JUCO. Antoine House. Ooh, I can already hear the nicknames. That's the house that Antoine built. And then I'll add a couple of guards, and we'll go back in, offer them scholarships, maybe scout them a little bit. We've got James Allers. We'll add him. No, he's a JUCO. Never mind. Malik Hill we'll add to the board. Warren Jurovich. Sure, why not? James Cleveland will add to the board. And then I'll add one more strong safety, if there's anybody. What kind of strong safeties are we working with? A 2-star? I can't add a 2-star, so we might have to get strong safety in the portal. But we added some more guys to the board. Let's go. I've already added Antonio Wayne. Oh, that's right, because he had 85 speed. He might be a tight end, though. He's a gem, or a busted gem. He's got no offers. I can see a world where we move him to tight end at 6'5". So that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's just go through, offer scholarships to all these guys. Maybe somebody commits. That'd be pretty cool. Probably not, though. I don't think I've ever seen that happen this late in the season, where somebody just auto commits and you just offer them a scholarship. That leaves us with 15 hours remaining. None of these guys that we've offered except for Beagle are getting recruited at all. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 hours on Antonio Wayne, and then I'm going to put 10 hours on Tyquan Stokes, and that is where we will leave today's video. Although I do want to check to see how we're looking at Heisman voting. Did Jeff Overton fall out? Probably with the bye week he did, yeah. I was going to say, he's fallen out now with the bye week especially. But we have 2 more games left to go in the season. We've got Kansas at home, another big home game. Well, 2 big home games. We've got Kansas and we've got TCU. Both teams are not having good seasons. These are crucial games next episode. We need to kill both of these teams in order to win this recruiting battle that we got going on. All of these recruiting battles. A lot of guys are on campus the next 2 weeks. It has to happen. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure you don't miss next episode. It's going to be pretty important. That's going to do it for me, though. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you leave a like, I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you want to help me get there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.